Hey guys, Jacob here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on how Arise preparations are going with COVID-19. There's been a lot of uncertainty in the air. There's been a lot of changes to our world. But at Arise, we feel very strongly that we are called to plant a church. We're called to plant a church to advance the kingdom of God and to make disciples of Christ, who make disciples of Christ, who make disciples of Christ, regardless of what the world looks like. The church has grown and prospered in times of pandemic and war and chaos and situations like this throughout the history of the church. And so we are confident that if we can do so wisely, it is still appropriate for us to plant. Now, there have been some things we've had to change. There have been some life and situational circumstances that we need to kind of grasp and get a hold on. And one of those is that the theater that we were going to plant in is not open. It's still not open as I shoot this video the weekend of the 4th of July, and it's unlikely to be open or ready for church services anytime soon. And we figured this out. We've been in contact with those folks for months. And we realized several months ago that it would be very important for us to kind of pivot what we were thinking about. Instead of having a portable theater church, we realized that one of the things that COVID is making more important is what we call controllable space. Us perhaps having the keys to a location so that we can decide when we're open and decide if we need to go online and perhaps even have space for things throughout the week. And I am standing here in front of what we are in the midst of negotiating and figuring out as our controllable space. This is some office space in Fenton, in the Gravois Bluffs complex, which is the same complex as the movie theater was actually in. It's a very large complex. But we're here, and we've been looking at this place. It's almost 5,000 square feet of expandable space that will provide us a place where we can launch, where we can have worship services on Sundays, and throughout the week we can have small groups or meetings or midweek worship services or youth group, things like this. We're very excited about this space. It's very cost effective. It's very efficient. It's a little bit different than what we were envisioning, planting in a theater church. It's a little bit smaller than what we were hoping for initially as an auditorium and meeting space, but these are things that we think we can work through and that God can use as we plant in this very odd time. There's a lot of stability and there's a lot of positives to planting in a place like this. And so we are very, very excited about that. And so I wanted to thank you guys, our donors and our supporters, for all of your continued help as we move forward with this. We are very excited about the opportunity to plant and to continue to bring the good news of Jesus to people who don't know him. And in fact, even more people, it seems now in these turbulent times, are reaching out and seeking for God. And so we're very excited to be on the front lines here in Missouri, here in St. Louis, here in Fenton, with this opportunity. And we are super excited for the opportunity to be in a building and to have a space that we can call our own for the foreseeable future, so that we can plant effectively and we can reach people with the good news of Jesus. So thank you guys. And of course, there are questions that you may have. Feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer any of those. But just so thankful for your support, for your ongoing support, and for your continued prayers as we move forward with planting Arise this September.